Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the RoBuilder YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making UI. Yes, RoBuilder is now RoUI Designer, at least for today. If you are unaware, recently I've been remaking one of my old games called UFO Universe, and the UI, well, it just looks a bit outdated, a bit old. It looks good. It's just like, I don't know exactly how to explain it. I guess faded would be the right word. Anyways, it just doesn't overly match the new style or wave of Roblox. So today, I'll be hopping into Photoshop and trying to remake all the UI. This should be interesting. And I also have my friend Robo here who's gonna help me import it into Roblox. I think we're gonna start with this statistics frame, and I'm not even too sure if the main age range we're going for can read the word statistics. So we're just gonna call it stats, and let's hop into Photoshop and design a new frame. All right, here we are in Photoshop. I am gonna be designing everything on a square, and Roblox has a way that you can extend or stretch images without messing up the corners. I don't know exactly how that works, but Robo does, so I'm not too worried about it. I want to stick with our white and blue theme. So first up, I am just gonna make a square. 488 by 488 works fine, and let's get that centered perfectly. The next thing I want to do is have semi-rounded corners. Nothing too crazy. Let's go with a 15. That looks pretty good to me. Now we're gonna go into our blending options, and we're gonna want some sort of a gradient. I think I want this flipped so the darker is on the top. Usually the dark is on the bottom, but I'm trying to be a little bit original here. And I think I want to go into like a grayish blue, but not like super noticeably blue. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe something like that. It looks at least decent for now. Next thing I want to do is add a stroke around everything. It could probably go to like, we'll try a 7, a 5. 5 looks pretty good. And I don't know if I want that to be black or a dark blue, so for now we'll keep it as black. The next thing I want to see if I can figure out is a bevel emboss. Let's put that on and just kind of mess around with the settings. I want this to be back to the blue. Pretty dark, I think. And let's kind of make that a little bit less noticeable. Just something like that, I guess. It adds a little bit more to the frame. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is duplicate this, and I'm gonna try to make some sort of a button. After that, the rest will pretty much be done in Studio, because the more you do in Studio, the easier it is to script it. Whether that's changing text on a frame or an image, if you do it in Photoshop, you're gonna have a lot of work to do. With every single frame, every single text, literally everything is gonna have to be remade each time you add something. Anyways, for buttons, I think I'm gonna completely clear the bevel. I don't like it. I am gonna keep the stroke and maybe add a little drop shadow, more on the blue side though, almost black, like super dark, and then make that a lot less noticeable. I think something like that kind of works. And now I want to add a gradient. To be fair, in Studio, since these are both light colors, we could just change the color of the image. The black would not change, but the inside would. However, I want to have some sort of a blue gradient. Do we have anything that would work? This one's actually pretty nice. I do want the darker back towards the bottom for the buttons. And I do think that goes into a way too harsh of a color. Let's kind of meet in the middle somewhere. Maybe like that. All right, let's export both of these, get them in Studio, and set up one frame, and I'll show you guys kind of what we're working with. All right, guys, so Robo and I just finished the stats frame. It's pretty much the same as the last one, but newer colors, more vibrant, and then I like separating the top from the bottom. We kept having an issue with the X being like over stuff, and it just looked bad. So here's what we end up with. I will say this vector icon pack, I bought it from Rojos or something like that. I don't know how to say his name, but it has like thousands of pictures to use, so I didn't make these vector icons, but I did buy the pack. So that helped a lot with this frame. Stats is now done, and while Robo is working on making the rest of the frames out of these images, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing some map stuff. So let's put this stats frame away. I'm gonna turn the UI view off because Robo's gonna be working on that. And the first thing I wanna do is get this chest where the chest spots are and get it recolored. As you can see, we still have the old chests in some of these zones, and it's cool, but it doesn't really match anymore. So I am just gonna copy and paste from the VIP area and take it right over here to where we need it, and then I'll need to change some colors as well as the text on this UI. Look how much better it looks, bro. I mean, I think the old chest itself looked pretty cool, but overall, having this UI in front of it and just a cooler ring, I think it's pretty nice. Now, I'm not gonna delete the old one just yet because I wanna make sure we're not losing anything in it that we might need to make sure that this is gonna stay working. And I'll also move these. They used to be an egg zone, but we're gonna move those down. And I guess I'll put the chest underneath for now as well. First things first, we want gold and red. So let's just make this gold. Make the insides like a Parmesan, I think is how you say it. Now for these, I'm not too sure which color. This doesn't look bad actually. And then if we made these gold, I think that would look pretty cool. Not too bad. Let's darken this up just a bit. Or maybe we should go just a little bit like that. Not bad. Now this ring definitely needs a new color. Let's make that red as well. Maybe gold. Definitely gold. Red looked a little harsh. Now we just need to edit this label, the title, and this is a coin chest. So let's get that coin. Probably just the C capital. Coin chest. There we go. And we're gonna want that to be a gold as well. We'll go somewhere around there. Coin chest, claim your rewards, and then we should probably edit our little hover thing as well. Let's go ahead and make this like a red and a gold. Oh yeah, that fits quite a bit better. We may need to remake this sign later as well. Like it kind of feels old, similar to how the UI did, but for now, it'll be okay. Do we have any other chest zones off the immediates? We do have this one, which will be a gem chest. I guess we could go ahead and make that as well real quick. And then we will have our gem chests and our coin chests done for whenever we need to use them later on in the game's life as well. When we keep adding more and more maps, let's get this thing changed up though. I'm also gonna see, can I use the hue and saturation to give that's literally perfect. Like maybe a little bit more purple. I'm kind of liking it, bro. We're gonna run it just like this, guys. I like that a lot. And then we will make this pink because that just makes sense. Maybe a little bit more of a bright pink. Yeah. Now we gotta change up our titles to a gem chest. And this is gonna have to be a nice pink color. Okay. Gem chest. And that is looking pretty good. We also need to change the base, or the hover thing at least. And I think we are gonna run a purple. Ooh, I kind of like the purple and red. It still fits. I was gonna change the other color to pink, but I feel like that's pretty good. Oh yeah. And if you guys missed the live stream, I decided to take the maps from Selfie Simulator that I never ended up releasing and put some of those maps into this game because I really did like the build of them. Like I spent a pretty good amount of time on them, and I didn't want them to just go to waste. So I did bring them over to this game so we can have a bit more done, a bit faster, and so those builds aren't just going to waste. Because once again, like, I thought they were pretty nice. I did just notice that this is off center, and it's driving me nuts. There we go, a lot better. But guys, check this out. In the next video on this, we're not wrapping this one up yet. We still got more UI. But in the next video on this, I'm gonna try to build at least one of these zones, but hopefully 3 of them. Spawn, the World 3, and the Roblox Classic World. Because then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 worlds to already go through. I'd say once we get to 10, we could probably do a release. Anyways, let's go check in with Robo and see how the UI is going. Alright guys, check this out. The shop UI. This is the featured page in the old game, right? It looks okay, I guess, but not really that great, especially in comparison to what it is now. Shop, boom! So much brighter colors, which definitely fits the vibe with the current Roblox. And I just I think it looks pretty good. We also changed from those huge text bubbles on the side with boosts, coins, and all that stuff to these up top. Very nice and clean. We already showed you guys the stats one. Let's see what else we got. We have codes. It's like, not great. And then the new codes, at least a little bit better. All of the UI will be done by, I'd say, tomorrow. And then I'll be running another test on the game. So if any of you guys want to test, make sure to join the RoBuilder Games group and leave your name tags, your usernames, whatever, down below in the comments, and I will be randomly ranking a few of you guys. Anyways, let's get into some questions. Number 1, will you add small wings as an add-on for the bike for more air controls? This includes add-ons, some can give speed, etc. I really do want to add wings. I don't know how that's going to work. The bike programmer at the moment is either unmotivated or just lazy. I have no way of telling which one, so I can't really add more onto the system, but I'm hoping that later on we could definitely add something like wings. Next question, when the Dream Game releases to beta, will there still be building outlines or will the whole entire city be done, basically? I think that's what they're getting at. There may or may not. I mean, the city's almost done right now, but there will be probably a few building outlines just so we can get ideas of what you guys want to see in the game and sort of replace the outlines with actual stuff you guys want instead of more placeholder filler buildings. But I will say it will feel pretty completed. Guys, that is going to wrap it up for today. If you did enjoy and wanted some more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.